Welcome back everyone. This week I've been working on the luffing jibs for the two models I'm making, but they're a complicated piece and I didn't get them completely finished. There's more work to do. So I thought I'd show you how to set up the crane, and I'm going to do it in a series of maybe 3-4 videos. But this week we're going to talk about setting it up from, as you see it here, to the boom in the air. And the first thing is to set it up on the outriggers, but I don't rely totally on the outriggers to hold up the model, because some of my models have been standing now for 10 years or more on display, and they could be standing for decades, and I don't want to rely on a glue joint to hold them up. So I use this cradle. It supports the axles and it goes in under the crane. Nobody can see it. It goes in under to support some of the axles, take all the weight. So I just lift the crane onto the cradle, and that takes all the weight of the model. And the outriggers, while they're strong, I wouldn't like to be relying on them for decades, because a glue joint could break. Sometimes glue deteriorates over the years, so we don't want anything like that happening. Now the next thing is the spreader plates, and they go under the outriggers. Now I have these outriggers set at a certain depth that suits the spreader plates that I have made. I'll do this now where you can't see me, but I have a mark on each outrigger so I know how far to pull it out. And of course it's the Vario system, so you can pull them out to any length that suits. Now that's her up on the outriggers. Next thing, swing the cab into place. There you go. And then we can put the boom up in the air. And everybody asks me, how do I hold the boom up? It's quite simple. Two boom pins, one that goes in each of the boom rams. So I just lift up the boom, push in the pin, and there you have it. She's ready. Well, one thing I did forget, I forgot the ballast plate. But it's okay to raise the boom if you don't swing to one side when there's no ballast on. Anyway, the boom, the ballast plate goes on the back here like this, and push in two pins to hold them in place, and then we can add some ballast. The ballast just sits into the ballast boxes here. They can move back, of course. And now the crane is ready to work. I didn't put on the hook block because reeving a hook block takes too long for me to show you on a video, and there's no need for me to do it. Any of you that make models or have models for display yourselves know how to do that. Now next week I'll show you how to use the Y-guy system, and eventually I'll get around to showing you how to put the luffer on it and set it up completely. But we'll talk about that later down the line. Talk to you next week.